Alright. So what do you reckon, guys? Danger zone?
See.
Danger zone!
Test stiletto 100 up.
Yep. Alright. Pile in. Fleet jump. And just hold your cloak for a moment. I want to see where we're at.
It's kind of a clusterfuck.
Yeah. They've been fighting, so.
You weren't kidding when you said a bunch. If you guys can.
Alright. Start burning up towards those mowers, guys. Or anchor on Gasco. Start moving towards the mowers.
Logi, anchor up.
Alright, primary's going to be VI in the mower. VI in the mower is primary. Secondary ISH in the mower. Next is NAV in the mower. NAV in the mower is going to be your next secondary. NAV in the mower is primary. NAV in the mower is primary with D and SL in the mower as a secondary. D and SL is a secondary. D and SL is primary. D and SL is primary. Secondary is going to be Caleb Bowl and the Lachesis. Caleb Bowl and the Lachesis.
Santikara.
Caleb Bowl and the Lachesis is primary. Caleb Bowl and the Lachesis is primary. Lathan in the mower is secondary. Lathan in the mower is secondary. So everything on Caleb Bowl and the Lachesis we've got to get.
Next target.
Yeah, Lathan in the mower is primary. Lathan in the mower is primary. Then JKG in the mower.
You guys overheat reps on lane. Overheat reps on lane.
Captain in the mower is primary. Captain in the mower is primary.
Ignore this idiot saber.
I'm actually FC's unable to lock anything at the moment. I'm not sure where I am.
Okay, Juliana's
Alright,
primary.
and am I jammed?
Yeah, Juliana's primary, guys. Juliana's primary. Juliana in the mow is primary. Secondary is going to be Nag. Secondary is Nag. Secondary is Nag. So everyone go for Juliana. Everyone go for Juliana. Everyone go for Juliana. Juliana's primary, guys. Juliana's primary. Our FC is jammed, so I'm taking over. Juliana's primary. Secondary is going to be Dag Nabbit. Dag Nabbit is secondary, and tertiary is going to be Christopher Cook. Not that guy. That guy, Christopher Cook in the MOA is tertiary. So everybody lock up. Yeah. Everybody lock up Dag Nabbit. Dag Nabbit is Juliana's primary. Juliana's primary. Juliana's primary. Secondary is going to be Dag Nabbit, and then tertiary is going to be Christopher Cook, okay? Okay, Dag Nabbit's disappeared. All right, primary is going to be, and is Juliana going down or no?
Juliana looks down, FC. Or
All
not
right,
on the field.
Christopher Cook is primary. Christopher Cook is primary. Secondary is going to be Evan Derpner. So Christopher Cook is primary. It's going to be Evan. Tertiary is going to be Dag Nabbit's back on field. All right, Christopher Cook. Everyone go for Christopher Cook. Everyone go for Christopher Cook. Secondary is going to be awesome. We're going to need a couple more bubbles maybe. FC, keep, all right, Evan. Yeah, Evan is primary. Dag Nabbit is secondary, and tertiary is going to be Akame. So go for Dag Nabbit. They'll go for Dag Nabbit. Go for Dag Nabbit. Dag Nabbit is primary. Or sorry, Evan. Sorry, Evan. Evan is primary. Dag Nabbit is secondary, and Akame is going to be tertiary. All right, Dag Nabbit is primary. Secondary is going to be Akame, and tertiary is going to be Benji. So everyone go for. All right, Akame is primary now. Go for Akame. Secondary is going to be Benji, and tertiary is going to be Gal. He's broadcast. So everyone go for Akame. Stop splitting DPS. Akame is primary. Secondary is going to be Benji. Tertiary is going to be Gal. Following that, we're going to hit Hagbar. So Akame, guys. Akame. He's broadcast. Akame is broadcast. Secondary is going to be, all right, primary is Benji. Secondary is going to be Gal. Tertiary is going to be, all right, Gal's down. Now Gal is primary. Secondary is going to be Hagbar. Gal is primary. Secondary is going to be Hagbar. Tertiary is going to be Popko. Popko is going to be tertiary. All right, Hagbar is primary. Guys, Hagbar is primary. Popko is going to be secondary, and tertiary is going to be Rockhead is your tertiary primary. Primary is Hagbar, guys. Hagbar. Kill Hagbar in the MOA. Secondary is going to be Popko in the MOA. And tertiary is going to be Scorpio in the MOA.
Guys, make sure you're anchored up in your props room.
Kill Hagbar. Hagbar's going down. Logi, how we doing? Popko is primary, guys.
Doing good.
Popko is primary. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Popko is primary. Secondary is going to be Scorpio, and tertiary is going to be Rockhead. Rockhead's pulling out of range. Rockhead's out of range. Someone grab a point on Napistar. Someone get point on Napistar. And actually, all right, primaries. All right, Primo's Scorpio. Scorpio's primary. Secondary is going to be Shadow Sheep. Shadow Sheep is going to be your secondary. Shadow Sheep is your secondary. Primary is going to be Scorpio. Haze him.
Guys.
All right. Shadow Sheep is your primary. Secondary is going to be. Yeah, Tipson. Everybody go for Tipson. Actually, lock up Tipson. Tipson's now your new primary. Everybody split to Tipsons. Everyone switch to Tipson. Split to Tipson. Someone get point on these guys. We need tackle on these assholes. They're out of the bubbles. Keep burning us in.
Tackle on Warpig.
Awesome. Tackle on who?
Warpig.
Solaris, you're at range.
Warpig is primary, guys. We're gonna just like burn in. Everybody just keep tackle on stuff. Warpig is gonna be your primary as soon as he's lockable. Lock him up and haze this idiot. Secondary is going to be Rockhead if we can get a point on him. Warpig is primary, guys. War Pig is primary. War Pig is primary. War Pig is primary. Secondary is going to be Rockhead. And the tertiary is going to be this idiot, Stamen.
Victor needs reps. Lauren.
Yeah, just
You're
bark for reps.
100k away from us, Dictor.
Oh shit. Okay, fuck it.
Dictor, just GTFO. Dictor, GTFO.
Did not realize how far I burned out.
It happens,
Suck it.
happens, no mad. Guys, Shadow Sheep is primary. Go for Shadow Sheep. He's within range. Secondary is going to be Rockhead.
You lost
Secondary is
point on
going to be Rockhead. Try and regain point on Rockhead. Has anyone got a point on Stamen?
Yeah, I got a point on Stamen.
Awesome. Shadow Sheep is primary. I got him painted, so he's going to go down. We still got a point on Rockhead.
Do not.
Someone get a point on Warp. Someone get a point on Warp Pig.
Careful, Slash, or get another rep in again.
Point on Warpig. Point on Warpig.
Awesome. Just keep
Point on
pointing on
Rocket.
everything. All right, awesome. Just keep pointing on everything. Yeah, bubble up. Awesome for the pod. Woo! Just hold the pods, guys. Just kill the rest of the fucking. Don't primary the goddamn pods. Don't be retarded. We still got dudes on field. Rockhead is primary. Awesome. Secondary is going to be Stamen. Someone get a point on Stamen. He GTFO. Guys, Rockhead is primary. Kill Rockhead. Get a bubble up on his pod. Get a bubble up on Rockhead's pod.
Clarith is reloading bubbles.
Cool. Alright. Don't get a bubble up on Rockhead's pod. It's Nomad. We're all Gucci. Hey guys, are we all Gucci?
Fuck you.
We are very Gucci.
There we go! That's how we do. Someone get a point on Rockhead's pod, get a point on the 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 pod. DPS, hold on the pod. Keep the point on the pod. Caracols. Holy shit, you're not supposed to just launch your fucking missiles. Everybody's supposed to launch them at the same time so you all get on the kill nail. It's called an alpha fleet for a reason. Everybody burn out of the bubbles. I need everyone burn up. What is this guy doing here? Get a point on this asshole. Holy shit. Why did you just warp? Stamen is primary, guys. Lock up Stamen, burn towards him, prop mods on. Tackle, get a point on this idiot. Why? Why would you warp there? What are you doing? Why?
He's being honorable.
What? No!
He doesn't want to go home alone.
No, he doesn't want to. No, and you know what? We're gonna let him go home all by himself. Everyone
Logi, stay
blow up his
anchored.
goddamn MOA, and we are not pointing the pod. We are letting him go home alone. Everybody, type in fleet, type in local, but do not press enter. Everybody, type in local, but do not press enter. Go home alone. Or no. Actually, I changed my mind. You're gonna type in local, but do not press enter until he dies. Macaulay Culkin. That's how we do that. Am I understood? Do not type Macaulay Culkin in local yet. Just have it pre-locked and ready to go.
Shit, I don't even know how to spell that, man.
Yeah, I don't know how to say
It's
it.
just
It's called Google, you morons. Come on, guys. Google. Holy shit, you guys are sitting at a computer all goddamn day. Holy moly. Stamen is primary. Kill this guy. Why did he come back? Do not let his pod go. I don't care if it's a snake implant set. He can just Macaulay Culkin home alone, and like pray to God that Joe Pesci let him go, guys. Don't point the pod. Pull your drones. Pull your drones. GF's in local. Macaulay Culkin in local. Good fucking fight.
You guys cannot spell.
No, you can't. Wow. You have Google at your disposal.
There's got to be some blingy loot here.
Right, guys. Guess what? Warp up to attack, warp back down, and loot the field.
Hey, Tackle, don't get elite PvP'd by the Slicer, because he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, Tackle, he will actually kill you. Mind you, actually, the dude in the malediction is -10, so I mean, like,
Okay, Logi, do what
he's
you
like
want.
elite
Should be
PvP
smart.
right there, so it's no match. What did we lose there, by the way?
Well, a couple characters died from late broadcasts. I think 1 or 2, I think.
Really?
Yep.
That's about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, reps were fine though.
That was dumb.
Cool. So, like, we basically lost, like, pretty much nothing. I mean,
Pretty much.
I don't know. I mean, I hate to be like that dickhead that like just steals the FC's fleet, because I kind of stole the FC's fleet because he was jammed the whole time.
Oh well, yeah, I was actually damped to shit.
Okay. So like Nomad then?
No, man.
Okay. Gucci. So yeah, and actually for all the Horde dudes, that's basically that I mean, like, Nomad, even though I kind of trampled his toes and, like, stole his fleet, I didn't, because I was the secondary. And that's how we, like, make Borat great success without a banana hammock. Is, we...
Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop Canada.
Um,
Say Gucci again, I'm gonna fucking stab you.
well, maybe you should, you know, get some better fashion sense and, like, stop being a poor.
Never met
Something
that.
Gucci?
No, but for real, guys, like, that's how you win fights, is that you know who's going to be primary FC, but you know who's going to be secondary. Like, secondary FC knows that, like, okay, I'm damned, I can't lock anything. I heard him saying that, and I was like, okay, great, I'm calling the show. And, like, as soon as if Guska had not been, like, you know, had been undamped, it would have been, he's saying, you know, he starts calling primaries, I STF you until the fight's done. And that's how we do that. And that's how fights are won right there. It's just like good broadcasts and good communication and a good fleet comp and awesome Logi. Logi win fights right there. So like, mad props to Logi. Logi should
Although
get something for that.
Although in this case, I just sort of let Newt go run with it because he was on a roll. And I'll admit, I was in over my head.
Yeah, thanks again to
Did
Logi,
good, man.
they were fucking
It's
great.
all good, dude. It's all
FC
good.
did good.
Me and FC did good. I mean, he just got damped, but like you were calling him good. But yeah, that's how like Waffles and PL win fights, is like delegation of tasks, not micromanaging stuff. Like that's how it works. Trusting everybody. That's the best thing. Is like literally you have to trust dudes, even though I mean it's like it's Eve, so obviously there's spies all over the goddamn place. But yeah.
Aww.
I know. I hate trusting spies because like it's kind of a dick move, but it's not really. Like you're just playing the meta game, so I mean, you know, props to you, whatever. I mean, you know, James Bond or whatever. It's like it's Eve though, so you're not driving an Aston Martin DB5. So like, stop kidding yourself. Like, let's just be
Jesus
real.
Christ. Newt, your tangents are legendary.